Welcome to the For Listeners program. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks for checking us out this week. On the mics this week, we have the Z-Man. What is up, Z?
They got little hands, little eyes. They walk around telling great big lies. Short people got no reason to live.
Good job.
I wholeheartedly agree.
On the other mic, we have the mighty Ganthor. What's up, Ganthor?
How you doing, buddy?
Hanging in there. Yourself?
Thanks for your Facebook support.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, anybody who goes ahead and buys a Big Lebowski bowling shirt should get support. You know
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Don't take any shit from your wife. That shirt's awesome.
Thank you.
What up, everybody? I'm Spear. This week, something must be done about short people. Ganthor, what do we got against short people?
I can't buy fucking clothes because of all these short people. That's all people make. I went to the mall, I guess on Sunday, to try and find some new jeans. So I need like 35 or 36 inseam. But no, the longest they go to is 34, and even that, that's just way too short. It's because they make all this midget shit. Like 28 inseam, really? Who wears that?
Yeah, I'm 6 feet tall, and I wear a 30 inseam.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah.
Damn, you're short, dude.
I'm 6 feet tall!
Yeah, but I'm 6'5", and I have a 34.
I'm 6'4", and I got a 34, 36, depending on how fat I am.
34, 36, same here.
So is it just...
I'm trying to decide if you got long legs or if we got short legs.
Well, can we at least agree that I'm not a midget?
Yeah.
No, we're not saying you're a
well,
midget.
all right.
Just downstairs.
Not well. Hey. Easy.
Just kidding, buddy.
Where's the Mendoza line?
What's the Mendoza line?
Where's the cutoff? Like, where's the cutoff? If you are below a certain height, you are officially considered short.
If you are shorter than your significant other, you're short. Doesn't matter how tall you are, you're short.
Okay. Is there a particular Z? Is there a particular cutoff?
I'd say for guys, it's probably 5.
No, it's got to be the magic 6.
It's got to be the magic 6?
Yeah.
All right. Well, no, because, if you're 5'11 or 5'10, you're not really short.
Yeah, but you're just a has-been runner-up.
I would go 5'10 on guys. I'd go 5'2 on girls.
Oh, that number sounds familiar.
So 5'2" is how tall my wife is, right? Intern's 5'2".
Yep.
And
she's short.
And she's short. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I know you're listening, but you're short.
Yeah.
And that's
Though,
okay.
For what it's worth, I never thought of you as short, but that's only because I met you maybe like 3 times.
Right. So
I've always thought of you as short.
I'm the only one who married a shorty. Like, you guys, yeah, Gantor, your wife is taller.
She's 5'10", yeah.
Right, and I know Z, the girls that you've normally been with have been taller.
Yeah, both my exes are like 5'8", 5'9".
Right, so I'm the only one who's married a shorty.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I mean,
yeah, I dig it because like at 5'8", 5'9", and you got a guy who's 6'3", 6'4", whatever. I'm not sure exactly how tall I am anymore. You can still wear heels, and it's fine. And it's you want your boy to be bigger than you. At least that's from my understanding of girls.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine. She's tall. She's like 5'10", 5'11", and she will only date tall men for that reason.
Yeah, that's my issue with short women. Is like, okay, 6'3", talking to a 6'3" or 5'3" girl, first of all, it hurts my back. I can't hear the shit you're saying because you probably got some like little mousy voice, and you don't project upwards. So I gotta like bend over the entire time I'm talking to you to try to figure out what the hell you're saying.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I dated a really short girl once. She's probably at least a foot shorter than me.
Not to say short girls can't be fun.
No, I'm not saying that. It's just awkward.
Yeah.
So what's the cutoff for dating a girl?
See, I think if you can't walk comfortably hand in hand, or
yeah, if you're doing
arms around the waist,
if you're doing like it looks like she's walking with her dad because her arms are over her head.
Yeah,
that's probably not so cool.
Unless that excites you, incestuous people.
Maybe you're into
Go
the
for it.
pederasty thing.
No, that's boys.
Damn,
Within the family, it's incest.
well, what is it if you're robbing the cradle?
Well, you mean too young from a legal perspective, or too young from a social perspective?
Either or both.
Well, one is pedophile, the other is lucky bastard. She's only 17.
17.
Daddy says she's too young. She's old enough. She's old enough for me. Wait, how do we get into this?
I don't know, but I love the fact that you're singing for the first time. That's outstanding.
I was letting it go. I went to see where this was going.
I wasn't going to call that singing, but...
I wouldn't call what I do singing, so...
I would. I'd give you credit. You go all out. You commit to it. You must be tall.
It must be.
I know a short man wouldn't do it as hard. He'd probably have a little pipsqueaky voice, too.
Gintorn, how do you think you get better fitting clothes for tall people?
Just shift the bell curve a little bit to the right, you know? I don't think 6'5" is an uncommon height. You think so?
I would go anything over 6'4" is probably getting to the top end of
Let's see. Height distribution, U.S. men.
This he'll do research for.
Yeah, this he'll do homework for?
No. I just destroyed my own argument.
Yeah,
right
why?
here.
6 foot's average for guys, or 5'10"?
No. According to the height analyzer, I don't know what that is, but the percentage of men taller than 6 feet 4 inches is 0.5%.
Really? 6 foot what? 6'4"?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that you are you're less than the 1%.
Yeah, that's true.
So let me ask you guys this: you have you're tall people living in a short people world. There's got to be a number of things that work against you here. Like, let me ask you this: if you need to take a picture with somebody, do you find that the pictures always look just a little bit off because you're standing next to somebody who's of normal height, and in order to get you in it, or your head gets cut off, or something along those lines? Are your pictures all fucked up?
That's not a big concern of mine compared to, let's say, fitting in a car, or a movie theater, or an airplane seat.
There you go.
Yeah, I just paid an extra $10 or $15 a ticket when I'm flying down to Florida, so I can make sure that I get the exit row.
That sucks, dude.
I'm fine with paying $15 to make sure I get an exit row. I have absolutely no issue with that.
It just sucks that you have to pay for it.
You have to pay extra to be tall.
Right.
You
Yeah.
got to pay extra to be fat.
Yeah, but you're not that fat that you have to buy 2 seats.
No, I'm saying if you are fat enough that you have to buy 2 seats, that's expensive too.
Well, wait a minute, though. You got to be really fat to buy 2 seats. You don't have to be really tall to need to spend a little extra money to get an exit row seat. I mean, anybody taller than 6 foot is going to struggle with leg room in an airplane.
Yeah, you always get the fucking 5'1" chick in the seat in front of you. Feels the need to put her seat back too.
Right.
Cunt.
Yeah. Fuck them. God. Assholes. Fucking short people.
What about cars?
Same thing, dude. I cannot physically fit into a Miata behind the driver's.
Why are you
behind
driving a
the wheel.
Miata?
A friend of mine a long time ago had one. He's like, "You want to drive it?" I'm like, "Shit, yeah, I want to drive it." I couldn't get in. Other friend of mine has a Ferrari, and he pulled over to let me drive it, and I could not get my legs on the wheel.
No,
That's
that's
Do you know how heartbreaking that is?
That's terrible.
Meanwhile, some little dick, short asshole fit right in. Me and my Ferrari, I'm tiny. Date me. You know Shaq had to have his Lamborghini custom built and extended by a foot so he could fit in it?
They extended the length of the car?
Yeah.
But they built like a special frame for him?
Yeah, they had to.
Sure,
It's the only way he'd fit.
Sure, that was pretty expensive.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it was Shaq. He's like, what, 7'7" or something?
Yeah,
Still.
he's a big dude. That's messed up. You're not likely to get a custom built Lamborghini. You know what I mean, Ganthor?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've realized that. I haven't come to terms with it, but I know I'll never have a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, but still, given the opportunity. So, you read car magazines?
Not as such, no.
Well, they've got, like, all these racetracks, especially in Vegas, they have, like, drive a supercar for $200, and you get, like, 5 laps in, like, a Ferrari or whatever. Got to be shorter than 6 feet 4 inches.
Is that actually a
Because
limitation?
Yeah, that was one of the disclaimers on one of the sites I saw. Like, motherfucker.
That makes sense, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd be pissed if I paid money and then I went to do it and realized I couldn't fit in anything. I'm just saying it sucks that that's the situation. Short people, they can always get a fucking... What did that little short round have in Temple of Doom? We use blocks on his feet.
Yeah, blocks on the pedals.
Yeah. Rich, short people can get fucking blocks on their feet, drive their cars if they're that short. I can't cut my legs down.
But you could.
I don't know that there's a procedure for that.
Well, you could.
There's
you could amputate.
leg lengthening procedures, but I don't think there are leg shortening procedures.
What about what about back seats? That's got to be nigh impossible.
No, it's actually easier for me in the back seat because I don't have to try and cram my legs under the dash.
You go sideways.
What about
I usually always get shotgun, though, so that's always helpful.
I can't ride shotgun because my legs won't fit under the dash unless the seat's all the way back.
Yeah, and then you get the short person who rides shotgun that doesn't move the seat up.
Yeah.
Well, that's just a dick move, and you punch them in the back of the head.
There you go.
Yeah, that's easy to fix.
What about you, Z? Do you find yourself struggling with things around the world that because you're taller you get screwed?
I'm trying to think of what other ones have been an issue. Do you remember when Hammer was working for Sesame Place?
Yeah.
So our boy Hammer, who's been on the show,
right.
So he worked at Sesame Place as an intern in their marketing department. Sesame Place is like Six Flags for Disney themed Six Flags, or not Disney. Sesame Street themed Six Flags.
Yeah, there's like Elmo rides and Big Bird rides and things.
Yeah,
like that.
you come in there. It's in Pennsylvania. You come in there and the first thing you do, you walk through like Big Bird's face, and then all the rides have like Sesame Street themed characters. But so this is like the first year when they just opened up their roller coaster. They just finished building the roller coaster. And he's like, yeah, we're going to film a commercial for it, and we need people to sit on the train. Does anybody want to do it? And they get in there, and there's like this like room of like 12-year-olds. And there's like this giant room of like hundreds of them. And anyway, long story short, I had to sit next to this girl. I think her name was Stephanie. And I'm in a kiddie roller coaster that obviously is not going to be I'm not the right height for. And I had to cram my knees up so hard to get in there. And it was great because like her friends were all making fun of her. They're like, Stephanie sitting in a tree. Kissing. It's funny.
Because you must have looked like a mutant sitting
I
next
looked like
to
a
her.
fucking freak. my knees were up in my ears, and like I'm sitting next to all these little kids, and I'm like total pedophile. Luckily, I did see the video. I was wearing a very red jacket. You remember my very red jacket?
Yeah.
I was wearing my very red jacket on this day, so you could see this like giant blur of red going through. But other than that, you couldn't see anything.
It's interesting you bring up the whole Sesame Place thing because as somebody who's of normal height, just trying to navigate the playground equipment with my kid is problematic. I can imagine, Ganthor, that if you're trying to play with your daughters at all, that's got to be a whole thing in and of itself.
Wait, playing on like playgrounds and stuff?
Yeah. If you're gonna help your daughters out on the playground equipment, stuff along those lines, because I know I help my kid out so that he doesn't kill himself.
Yeah. I feel like a giant smashing through like a village or something, climbing on the jungle gym or all that stuff. It's actually kind of fun, but
Ganthor, smash!
Yeah. My girls are pretty tall, so people think they're like retarded because they're really only, my daughter just turned 4. I forget how tall she is, but she's pretty tall. So they're like, oh, they think she's a retard. I'm like, no, fuck you. She's tall and she's going to kick your son's ass.
There you go.
Shut up.
Because between you and your wife, you're going to be breeding an army of like Amazonian women.
Only if you mean that in a good way.
Yes, I'm saying that in a good way. They're going to be tall women.
Tall,
strong women.
Dude, we talked about Brienne of Tarth.
So Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones,
yep.
Who's a freakishly tall woman. She's mistaken for a man in both the books and the TV show now.
Yeah.
Wait, who's she?
She is of Tarth. She was that. Did you watch Sunday's episode?
Yeah, she the redhead.
No,
she was that freakishly yellow, the blonde girl who kicked the dude's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was huge.
Huge.
Yep.
And she's in the book, she's portrayed as being somewhat less than savvy.
Yeah, she's dumber than a box of rocks.
Yeah. So, no, I'm not alluding. I'm not saying that your children will be dumb or dopey or less than savvy just because they're tall.
All right. Just saying, because if you said that, you'd get your ass kicked by her.
By your 4-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
I think I could take her.
Well, when she's a little older.
All right, fair enough. How do you guys navigate through like doorways and things like that? Have any?
I usually,
I don't have issues with doorways.
if people like sometimes going into people's basements, I do.
Oh, I hate basements. The basements are I fear
Yeah.
basements.
My grandparents' house, I kind of rammed the top of my head down into my spine because I forgot about the short header.
Ow.
So I went to, step up the first step, and I also stepped my head up into the header and just kind of blank.
What was that?
I was trying to make a very, sturdy sounding thunk.
Try making that sound again because I'm not sure I got
No,
it.
I'm not going to make it again.
Wait, try it again.
You can go dub it in. No, you can go back. I'm not giving you an easy one.
God damn it.
I
Oh,
did that.
fuck you.
I did that as a kid. I jumped off the top step off we had this little 5 or 6 step thing to get you down to the next level, and I jumped off the top and to land on the landing and whatever. But I didn't realize that there's like a slanty part above it that I smashed my head right into and fell flat on my back right on the stairs. Hurt so bad.
Ow.
Kind of got up, looked around. Nobody saw that. No blood marks on the ceiling, so that's cool.
Pretend like it never
Your
happened.
head didn't go through, did it?
Nah. Hold on, you guys don't live in the city, so do you remember? This might have happened in Philly. Do you remember ever having to go and hang out on someone's 4th floor apartment, and they had the slanty rooms, the slanty ceilinged rooms?
Yeah, I have them.
You have them in your house? Because I remember I stayed with a friend of mine once up in Boston, and she was in this house, and she was living in the attic, and you couldn't piss standing up because the ceiling was just too low.
Dude,
So,
that's just
that-
like an airplane.
Yeah, well, that was thank you. That was going to be the next point I was going to get into. I actually have to sit down if I'm going to piss.
Yeah, I'm not doing that on an airplane.
Yeah,
I'd
I
rather
can't-
piss all over the seat.
I can't piss on an airplane for that reason. I can't piss on an airplane or on a bus. I don't know if it's a moving vehicle issue or the fact that you just can't stand up because.
No, yeah, it's the position because you have to hunch over because the ceiling's too low, but you can't hunch over too much because there's that wall for the toilet, and then you got to make sure that your piss flows into the toilet and doesn't dribble all over your stuff.
Yeah,
It's the most awkward position I can imagine for pissing.
I would absolutely agree with that.
So
Yeah, there's no way I'm sitting down on that toilet. That's disgusting. You know how much piss I miss in that hole from that position?
How much piss do you miss?
Oh, I don't know. It's just rhetorical.
what other things do we have for short people that make things harder on you?
Movie theaters.
Oh, movie theaters suck because you can't sit up straight. You got to feel like you got to slouch over because your giant head's blocking the view.
Yeah, and even
Yeah.
if you do sit normally, your legs hit the seat in front of you.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just a short person world, and you guys are living in it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, but we can't dominate it like a natural born tall person should be able to.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely the stronger of the species. We should just say, fuck you, short people,
Yeah.
and everything should just be made for us.
So where do you start? What must be done about this? Start with more standard leg room.
Well, see, the whole
Yeah.
issue with the standard leg room, though, is nothing to do with short people, tall people. It's all about just shoving as many people as they can in a fucking hole, in a box. I mean, and that's just economics.
Oh, you're talking about planes and
Yeah, for airplanes
I'm
and movie
talking
theaters
about
and stuff.
cars and pants.
Well, pants doesn't make any sense other than the fact that I don't care if you charge me extra for the pants.
Yeah, just make it an option.
Well, here's the thing, man.
Worst case, you shift everything over, and the short guys get their pants hemmed.
You
fucking
have
deal.
an entire store. You have entire stores dedicated just for people
No.
like you.
No, have you ever
That-
gone to those fucking
that-
stores?
That is a fallacy.
The big and
Those
tall
stores
stores.
have nothing that's fashionable. They're all fucking just disgusting things for quadruple X fat guys.
Yeah, actually, it's not even a fallacy. It is literally true. It's big and tall.
Yeah, it's not
Not
big or
or.
tall.
It's big and tall.
Oh, so it's
So yeah, you can find 36 length pants, but the minimum waist size they start at is 38.
I see. What else would you do, Z? How do you make your life? How do you make your life
simple.
simple? How do you make your life simpler?
My life is simple.
Are you giving up on our crusade?
I can't think of anything at the moment.
See, I don't struggle with this. I'm of normal height, so I can fit into a car. I don't have problems with doorways.
You better not brag too much, because you will be up against the wall too.
What do you mean I'll be up against the wall?
You know exactly what I mean.
No, I really don't.
When the tall people, when we rampage,
You gonna rampage?
Our rightful place at the top of this world.
Easy now.
I'm just telling you.
So what did we learn? What did we learn about short people?
Fucking suck. They'll get theirs when we take over.
I'm not sold on your uprising. I really am not.
You're definitely first against the wall. You're going to be the example.
Whatever. I'll just sneak underneath your freakishly tall legs.
Whatever.
Fuck your
Dude,
mom.
I would kick you like a little fucking chihuahua.
Whatever. Your freakishly long legs won't be able to keep up with my speed. You'll just be swatting at me with your big giant arms.
Hulk mad.
Ganthor smash.
Yeah, keep laughing, buddy. It's gonna happen.
Whatever. What did you learn there,
As soon as I
Ganthor?
get my mutant strength.
Whatever. What did you learn?
I learned that I am in a select few of the 0.5 percenters.
There you go. Good job.
So lick my balls.
Whatever.
Short people.
Okay. What did I learn? I learned that Shaquille O'Neal had to have a custom Lamborghini made because he's so damn tall. How about that?
Yeah, you're actually paying attention.
Yeah. So if you support the uprising of tall people against the world, why don't you go ahead and post it on the Facebook page, facebook.com/4listeners or 4listeners.com. There is no height requirement on downloading our shows from iTunes. Just search for 4Listeners. We'll pop right on up. We thank you for checking us out this week, and we hope that you will check us out again next week. Thanks a bunch, everybody.
Don't want no short people.